Whoa, whoa, that was a quick 3-2.
It was for sure.
You got it?
I'm gonna punch you in your face.
Oh, we live. Welcome.
No one's here yet.
Or we just started talking. Hop on if you want to. Just click on and just listen to us talk.
And welcome back, everybody. I am finishing day 12 of my 28-day challenge with the Slenderize drops.
So she says challenge because when we first got the drops, that's what the company Partner Co had going was a challenge. But even after this challenge is over for the company, she's going to continue to use the product. So when we say challenge, it's not just something that we're just doing for fun or she's doing for fun. No,
there's an actual challenge going on. You don't have to do the challenge. We just happen to get the drops just in time to do the challenge.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I thought the mic's died again. But yeah, so when you get in the chat or when you get on, just give us a thumbs up or a heart just to let us know that you're there, but we can also see when it goes down across there. But let's get going.
Let's get going.
All right. So you're closing out on day 12. Okay, so this is a part 2 question. This is a 1A, 1B. What is something that was accomplished today, and what is something that was hard today? Or challenging, not necessarily hard, but challenging.
Pretty cool today. Not necessarily easy, but pretty cool. I got up this morning and I was going to go for a walk. And right before I was about to go for my walk by myself, my oldest daughter woke up and she was asking me where I was going. I was like, I'm going for a walk. I was like, do you want to go? And she surprisingly said yes. And we walked for 45 minutes together. And we just walked and talked, and it was just a cool little one-on-one time with my oldest.
Yeah, firstborn, 13 years old. So
I think she's 23 though.
Teenagers, it's those years where it's a hit or miss. It's life. Yeah. But so that's pretty cool. And did you give one that was challenging or just something that was positive?
Nothing was really challenging today. I felt fine. It was just a chill day. The girls didn't have gymnastics, so we didn't really have anything to do. We cleaned the kitchen together, and I didn't really have the urge to drink water. I got my first round of water, which is 34 ounces in before 10, but after that, I didn't really have an urge to drink.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to force it towards the end of the day. And then towards after that second 33, 34 ounces, I've been chugging that bottle of water. So
now you're going to be up all night peeing?
Yes.
Good talk.
Yes.
Well, that's cool and always great to hear because a lot of people think that sometimes this is one of the hardest things that they would go through, which sometimes it is, but also it could be easy if you make it fun. If you have somebody that you're doing it with. So like I'm not physically taking the drops yet anyways, but what's going on is she's taking the drops and I'm eating the way that she's eating, which I should have been anyways, but sometimes we get off track. So she's losing weight, I'm losing weight.
That may be another thing though that's difficult for me, not just for today, but like instant gratification.
Let's talk about that. So
instant gratification, it's serious.
It's kind of like the same thing with the comparison, right? The comparison is a thief of joy, and instant gratification is the thief of progress, right? Because when you see all these other people walking around, you're like, well, if they can do it, I can do it, right? But your body is not the same. You don't have the same things going on. You may have one kid, you may have no kids, you may have 4 kids like us. We travel quite a bit with our competitive gymnasts, so we're always on the go. So we have to figure it out, right? But when we just stick to it in the consistency piece, it's way better in the long run. because I tell people in my chiropractic office, I've seen this, I know what's going on, but you just got to stick to it and you just got to trust that this is how we work through the process. Now, working through that process, what has been the process mindset wise? Have you had much mental clarity that since you started taking these drops, and has it helped you out focus better?
Yes, focusing better, yes. Mental clarity, yes. But also, um, before it was easy to say no. Like, if you wanted me to work out, no, that's not happening. I don't want to work out. And now it's like, I know I need to work out to get the results that I want to get with this.
Absolutely. And a lot of people, it's kind of challenging to work out. You don't have to do all the weights and everything that we do. You can just get out and walk. But
And that's all I did today. I was just walking.
exactly. But what I can tell you is from years of training and collegiate football, when you lift the weights, wherever muscle is, fat can't go. Right? So we know that if you have more muscle than you have fat, then we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah.
So every time we think about it, let's just say, I want to get to this goal. Well, one, you got to eat right, you got to sleep right, and then you got to live right.
And you got to hydrate right.
And you got to hydrate right. So it's a lot of things that goes into what it looks like to be healthy. And not everybody healthy is the same. Right?
But everybody needs to hydrate. Hydration is key. If you can't flush the toxins out of your body, they're just sitting in there.
Absolutely. That's like the chiropractic adjustment. If you do not drink water, lots of water, once you get adjusted, we say that so you can flush the toxins out and allow for your body to respond a lot better. Right? But sometimes people, they don't listen, but that's okay. Now, let's get to some questions, okay? With day 12 in the books.
Yes.
We are now, 16 days away? Because 28?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16 days away. When we go to take your pictures, your measurements, and your weight on Sunday, because it's Sunday to Sunday is how we track. What are you expecting? Or are you gonna take it and not look at it? What did we decide on? Or what did you decide on? Not really we, but what did you decide on?
No, I think the scale is a thief of joy.
Throw that thing away, just like the treadmill.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to monitor it to keep me going, or I don't know.
It's like a double-edged sword, right? It's like you want to see the scale move, but then if it doesn't, now that's where that the defeat and the instant gratification comes from, because you came out the gate
13 pounds
guns
down,
are blazing,
and then 13 pounds down was great, but it's harder to lose actual fat than it is to lose inflammation.
Yeah, but inflammation came off, so that's a plus. That's always a plus when it's taking anything off of your system. That is a plus. But what do I always tell you? We're going to get rid of these inches because we know what's going to follow. Yeah. The weight's going to follow. And
I build muscle really fast.
Yes.
So before I lose any fat, I start building muscle. So
okay,
that's fun.
I'm glad you brought that up. Why do you build muscle so fast? What did you do coming up as a kid? What was your main sport?
I was a hardcore competitive cheerleader.
Exactly. So if anybody know how they're built, strong, muscular, and it's easier to build muscle because muscle memory is real. If you don't move it, you lose it. But it comes back like riding a bike. Yeah. And I always tell people you're going to gain weight sooner, or not weight, but muscle mass sooner. And it's going to all just look like the same until the muscle outdoes the fat. Because what we say, where muscle is, fat can't be. And then that's when you start getting lean, and that's when you start seeing a person that weighs 130 to another person that weighs 130 with muscle or 130 without muscle. The person with 130 without muscle look way better than the person 130, or
Healthier.
the healthier. Yeah, no, I said that wrong. The person with muscle
Looks
look healthier than the person that doesn't have muscle. Um, Anything you want to talk about as far as how easy it is to take the drops? Like, has it been a time where you have maybe forgotten to take the
Yes.
drops?
We don't ever have consistency when it comes to like timing our meals. So it's kind of been like us cooking and making plates after we cook, and everybody sitting down to eat, and I'm like, oh man. So I have to go do my drops real quick, and then wait my 10 minutes and do my other set of drops, and then I can eat. I try to remember though.
Yeah, because we know
scattered brain.
Absolutely.
Some people probably aren't scattered brain.
I mean,
they won't have a problem remembering.
But the thing is, you do them and you do them right, because it says that you have to take one and then wait 10 minutes to take the other, and then you can eat. So that is something key that if you didn't pick up, you got to do these right, because if you don't do them right, you're not going to get the results. It's like, here are instructions to build a Lego set, but if you look at the box, like me, and do it on your own, you're going to have way too much going on or missing pieces, and you're not going to be able to put it together how it's supposed to. So following the instructions on anything is
He
huge.
does that with everything.
I mean, that's just how I roll. But I figure it out.
Yeah, because you look at the instructions.
I mean, hey, whatever. I can look at a box and figure it out.
No, you start confusing yourself, and you have to go back and disassemble and then look at the instructions.
Man, I hate that, because I didn't got all the way done. Oh, man.
And he really hates when I try to help him.
Working on that. But anyways, I had a question for you. What we're gonna with 16 days left, we just put a purchase in for, what was it called? AB.
Have something.
Yeah, it's
a product you're supposed that you can also take with the drops.
They
It's
go
supposed to
hand in
help
hand
with getting rid of more fat in your body.
Yeah, so
hopefully that comes soon, so we can finish out the challenge with it.
Absolutely. So whenever that does get in, we'll talk about that also. It's getting a little late. We got on a little late because we decided to want to just drive.
He drove us around the greater part of Memphis for 2 hours. He don't like being inside when I have to be.
No. But let's wrap this up. Let's get off of this so we can chill. You have any last words or any closing thoughts on your day? You want to just wrap this up?
I don't really have anything to add from my day, but what I do have in the back of my head, I'm trying to stop thinking about is, what if I don't lose weight from this point? Like, yes, I'm getting healthy on the inside, but in these next 28 days, what if I don't lose any more weight? But
what if you do?
What if I do? I think I'm so scared of failure that losing weight is a success. And if I don't lose any more from here, then I'm a failure, but that's not necessarily true. I'm changing the way that I'm eating. I'm working out. I'm becoming healthy. So I got to quit being scared of the what ifs in the negative way and start.
And then think about the what ifs in a positive way. Yes. Absolutely. Because just like with our kids and when they go through a little mental block for gymnastics, because that is a very, very challenging sport.
Very real thing.
I say, what if you get it right? Then what? So you got to always put the best foot forward.
Yes.
But that's huge, and you're gonna lose a lot of more inches. You're gonna lose more weight, and then we're gonna continue this thing on, and we're gonna build a big community. So
Also, I was going to mention, I didn't snack any today. So with these drops,
plus.
you have days where you have like breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner. Well, today was one of those days that I kind of had to remind myself to eat because I wasn't that hungry.
appetite control.
Yeah. And so I had breakfast, and I didn't get hungry again until around 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And so we had
Lunch.
I had a salad for lunch, and then we just ate again, which is bad. You shouldn't be eating this late,
Yeah,
but I had to take my drops, so I had to get something else on my
Yeah.
stomach. So if you do this, try to remember to eat, because your body is not going to feel hungry some days. Some days you're going to feel hungry. Some days you're going to be like, oh.
And it
I
also
don't
depends
think
on your
I ate.
workouts, though.
Yeah.
Like if you lifted heavy, your body gonna be like, let's
Yes.
let's get some food.
Yes.
But if you're just walking on those days, then it's not gonna
Yeah.
scream at you as much as the other. But we want to help you figure out what the health is going on with your body, with things that's going on inside of you. So we can heal you above, down, inside out, and we can do it naturally for you. But I'm done with whatever I gotta say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we will be back tomorrow night doing this thing again at the end of day
13. And that is a wrap on day 12. Y'all have a great night, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Nailed it.